While investigating the missing of a racehorse named Silver Blaze, Inspector Gareth Lestrade asks Sherlock Holmes if there's something he should pay attention to. Holmes says, "The curious case of the barking dog." Lestrade replies, "But the dog didn't bark." And that's when Holmes says, "That's what is curious." Noticing what was hidden, which is the fact that the dog did not bark, helped Sherlock Holmes see the reality, which was that this was an insider job and significantly narrowed down his suspect pool. Now, let's look at our lives and the world around us. If you scroll through social media or you listen to the news, you'll get the impression that these are the worst times for humankind, right? But what you will not notice or what you will not be told is that these are probably the safest and most developmental times in the history of civilization. Well, at least in the last 1000 years. Then there is the most conspicuous trait of this pursuit of pleasure among us human beings. And when we don't get that pleasure, that also leads to misery. But it's actually the pursuit of hidden knowledge that, when unveiled, frees us from these shackles of misery. And nowadays, anyway, we're very accustomed to living our lives like zombies, giving our attention to whatever is in front of us. While, as Ramana Maharshi said, the self who is consciousness is alone real, nothing else. Which basically means that it's consciousness that is real, and everything else that we see is just a mirage. Sri Aurobindo adds a lot of insight to this discussion when he says, "The true reality is that which is hidden. Otherwise, there would be no need of the prophet, the philosopher, the poet, and the artist." End quote. Why does Sri Aurobindo emphasize on the prophet, philosopher, poet, and artist so much? Because they can highlight aspects that are hidden to us but can actually make us better versions of ourselves. So study philosophy, study art, and study yourself to become conscious about the aspects that you're missing in your life. Whenever you're thoroughly convinced of a belief, ask yourself, what kind of information can make me change my mind here? And periodically during the day, keep checking in with yourself by asking, what am I not doing that I should be doing? Because if you change your perception, it will change your life. And if you found today's episode useful, you can download this free ebook that contains 15 quotes from Indian sages, monks, and philosophers, followed by short, thoughtful, practical commentary on how you can apply their wisdom to everyday situations in your life. So remember, change your perception to focus on what is missing rather than constantly focusing on what is in front of you, and you will change your life. And until next time, namaste.